character Melody Ellison represents a time of great change in American history, when African Americans united together for equal rights. So, since last month was Black History Month, I'm going to show you how I made Melody's bed for a mini American Girl doll. I begin by making the base using stacked pieces of cardboard or paperboard, wrapped in brown scrapbook paper that measure 8 inches by 4.5 inches for the platform and 1 inch by 4.5 inches for the legs. Then I begin to make the headboard of her bed. Cut, stack, and glue together pieces of paperboard to form the lower portion of the headboard so that it measures 2.5 inches tall when stacked onto the base of the bed. Then form the sides of the headboard in the same way. They should measure 4 3/4 inches tall by 1.5 inches wide. Form the back of the headboard in the same way, and it should measure 2.5 inches tall by 4.5 inches wide. And it should be glued in between the two side pieces. Now form a lid to be the shelf on her headboard. Cover a piece of paperboard with scrapbook paper to be the back of the headboard. This should measure 4 3/4 inches tall by 4.5 inches wide. Now form the top of the headboard by cutting a piece of paperboard and bending down about 1/4 inch of one side. Cover it with paper and I cut out the corners at an angle to make it easier to fold over and glue. And you just want to take care as you're covering it with paper to include the fold as you cover it and just make sure that it bends nicely. Cut 2 pieces of paperboard for the sliding doors that measure 1 1/4 inches by 1 3/4 inches. Cover them with paper, and you may want to cover another piece of paperboard with scrapbook paper and glue it on the front and sides just to clean up the look a little bit. Then cut, stack, and glue together strips of paperboard or cardstock that measure 1/8 of an inch wide and 4 1/8 inches long to glue inside at the bottom and top of the headboard shelf. Leave a little space so that the doors can slide back and forth along the track this creates. I used the same scrapbook paper that I used to cover the rest of the bed pieces because it was thick like cardstock. Now fit the doors into place in the track created by the stacks of 1/8 inch wide paper and glue on the top of the headboard. Glue on beads or buttons to be the door pulls and your bed is complete. Now you can make a mattress, pillow, and blanket. Check out my tutorial for crocheting Mini Melody's blanket.